The Sperry boat shoe is synonymous with preps and wasps, but it's made its way onto the feet of celebrities and onto the red carpet. It's a classic American shoe. The boat shoes were, no surprise, originally intended for sailors and those who work on boats. But now it seems as if everyone, at some point in their life, has owned a pair. The shoes are recognizable for their soft leather, white stitching, and laces that weave around the shoe's opening. And making each individual shoe requires the special skills of the artisans who stitch together the iconic footwear by hand. We got a look at how Sperry's boat shoes are made. First, leather is selected and cut on a machine into the different pieces that will later make up the main parts of the shoe. According to Rancourt & Co., the factory where Sperry's are made, each piece of leather is inspected, and sometimes leather is discarded if not up to Sperry standards. Holes get punched into the leather, eyelets are added, and rawhide leather laces are intertwined. Rawhide is a type of leather that is more pliable than others. It can be bent in different directions, which makes it a great option to be laced around the boat shoes. Once the leather parts are cut out, the upper pieces of the shoe are stitched together by a sewing machine. Soaking the upper pieces in water is the next important step, as this helps make the leather more pliable. The pieces are then pulled with pinchers over a last, which is the shoe form, and held into place with shoe tacks. The top and the bottom pieces are now hand-stitched together. The artisan uses an awl to punch the holes and, using 2 needles, threads then fastens them. After being hand-sewn together and still on the last, the shoe has a little bit of moisture to it, so it's dried for about 3 hours. After the 3 hours, the pieces stay on the last for another 24 hours as they continue to dry and take the shape of a shoe. Once the drying process is complete, the leather midsole is attached with a machine specifically used for this step of the process. The rubber outsole is pre-glued and attached to the midsole through a heat activation process. Once the rubber sole is attached, the edges are rough, so they need to be trimmed to make them evenly round and smooth. This is done with the smoothing machine. The last is finally taken out of the shoe. The leather sock liner in the bottom of the shoe is now glued in.